Hello, my friends. I'd like to tell you today about the best thing I've ever done in my career. You might be thinking, oh, it must be some book that he wrote. No, it has to do with 30 people. Early in my career, I used to have a big event called Social Slam. We would get 700 people there, and I was miserable because it was just stressful. And I didn't feel like I was connecting with anybody. It was just a blur. You can't really even barely say hello to 700 people. So after 3 years, I ended it. And then a few years later, I became convicted around this idea of gathering people in a new way, in a meaningful way. And I launched this idea of the uprising. I actually hired an organizational development professional to help me create an event that was unlike any other. There's a lot of exciting things about it, things that you might not really know just from reading about it on the website. Number one, I have a friend, Carlos. He's been to all of my events, and he told me, Mark, when I try to describe this event to people, I don't know what to say. It's not a meeting. It's not a conference. It's a bond. And it's true. We get united in a special way. And you're going to experience this like no other event you've ever been to. It changes you in some way. It ignites you. It inspires you. My friend Ruth said, I knew I would come and learn a lot. I didn't know I'd walk away with 29 new friends. The second piece about this that I'm very passionate about, I go to a lot of conferences, and these conferences talk about how we can do a little bit better on our Facebook ads, or a little bit better on our SEO, or a little bit better with our content. And my friends, we don't need those sort of iterative pieces of advice right now. In the next 2 years, we're not even going to recognize the field of marketing. So much is changing. We need to be talking about that. We need to be preparing for that. We need to be learning, discussing, and learning how we can be relevant in our careers with a group of people who are going to support us. That's what we do at the Uprising. It's not people lecturing you. It's conversations conducted by experts that will help guide us through a plan to remain relevant in this period of chaos and change. The third thing is it's a lot of fun. We have this event at really nice places. The event in April in Knoxville is at a lodge in the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountain National Park, surrounded by hiking trails and beautiful gardens. We have amazing food and music and a lot of fun. In September, I'm taking this for the first time to Dublin, Ireland, and we're going to have a castle. You can read about both of these events in the links below. Now, what makes this so amazing? What makes this so special? Why is this the best thing I've ever done? When the first event was over, a friend of mine was leaving. Everybody was departing, and we were sad because we didn't want it to end. He put his hands on my shoulders, looked me in the eye, and said, "This was perfect." On a scale of 1 to 10, it was an 11. And I would love for you to experience this with me. Come join me. The most amazing thing I've ever done. The piece of my career I'm most proud of. I would love for you to join me. Knoxville in April, Dublin in September. Please come join me at the Uprising.